Welcome back to ABC General Hospital channel. Today, we'll delve into a story packed with tension, legal drama, and emotional turmoil as Sonny Corinthos faces unprecedented challenges following the devastating Penthouse explosion. Let's unravel the layers of this intense narrative and explore what's at stake for the Corinthos family. Rick Lansing's calculated strategy. Rick Lansing is not one to miss an opportunity to exploit a situation to his advantage, especially when it comes to his estranged half-brother, Sonny Corinthos. News of the Penthouse explosion, which left Michael Corinthos fighting for his life, is sure to reach Rick's ears. Seizing this as a moment to strike, Rick may see the perfect chance to help Ava Jerome reclaim custody of her daughter, Avery Corinthos. Rick has long harbored a grudge against Sonny, and this incident provides the perfect leverage. He could craft a compelling argument for the courts, emphasizing the dangerous environment Sonny's lifestyle creates for Avery. By highlighting the attack on Sonny's home, a place where Avery resides, and the grievous injury to one of Sonny's other children, Rick's legal strategy could gain significant traction. But is Rick's motive truly concern for Avery's safety, or is it a carefully calculated move to inflict maximum damage on Sonny? Ava Jerome's uncertain position. Ava Jerome finds herself in a precarious position. Having lost her Cassadine divorce settlement and faced public scrutiny over the Metro court pool accident, she's left without the financial means to pursue a new custody battle. However, with Rick Lansing potentially stepping in, Ava might not need deep pockets to reignite the fight for Avery. For Ava, regaining custody of her daughter is deeply personal. The Penthouse explosion provides her with an opening to argue that Sonny's home, and by extension, his lifestyle, is inherently unsafe for a child. Yet, Ava must tread carefully. Aligning with Rick could bring complications, as his motives are rarely pure. Could her partnership with Rick lead to unintended consequences, or will it finally allow her to bring Avery back into her life full-time? Michael Corinthos, a catalyst for change. Michael Corinthos' tragic injuries in the explosion have cast a shadow over the Corinthos family. While Sonny grapples with guilt and concern for his son's recovery, this incident may become the linchpin in Ava and Rick's custody strategy. Michael's presence in the penthouse during the explosion underscores the potential dangers that Avery could face if she remains in Sonny's custody. Michael's condition adds another layer of complexity. His struggle to recover will likely dominate Sonny's focus, potentially leaving him vulnerable to legal attacks. Rick might argue that Sonny's inability to ensure his own children's safety proves he cannot protect Avery. Meanwhile, Sonny's grief and turmoil could affect his decision-making, leaving him at a disadvantage in any potential custody battle. Sonny Corinthos, a father under siege. Sonny Corinthos has faced numerous challenges as a mob boss and family man, but the Penthouse explosion represents one of his most significant personal crises. Watching Michael fight for his life is a devastating blow, and the possibility of losing Avery could push Sonny to the brink. Despite his tough exterior, Sonny's vulnerabilities as a father are on full display. The explosion exposes the dangers of his world, providing ammunition for those who seek to tear his family apart. How Sonny navigates this legal and emotional minefield will determine not only Avery's future but also the stability of his already fractured family. Legal maneuvering and custody battles. The courtroom drama promises to be intense. Rick Lansing's potential petition to temporarily remove Avery from Sonny's custody could hinge on the argument that Sonny's lifestyle endangers her safety. Drawing parallels to Carly Spencer's swift legal action to gain custody of Wiley and Amelia Corinthos, Rick might attempt a similar strategy, presenting himself and Ava as champions of Avery's well-being. But the legal road won't be smooth. Sonny's legal team, bolstered by Diane Miller's expertise, is unlikely to let this attack go unchallenged. They may counter Rick's arguments by emphasizing Ava's own questionable decisions and recent financial struggles, painting her as an unstable influence in Avery's life. The battle for Avery's custody could reignite old wounds and create new alliances, with the Corinthos family and Ava fighting tooth and nail for what they believe is best for the child. The fallout, emotional and strategic. The Penthouse explosion leaves a trail of emotional devastation and strategic challenges. For Sonny, this tragedy forces him to confront the consequences of his lifestyle and the impact it has on his loved ones. For Ava, it represents a chance to reclaim what she has lost, but at what cost? And for Rick, it's an opportunity to strike at Sonny when he is most vulnerable, but his motives could undermine his credibility in court. The ripple effects of this incident will reverberate across Port Charles. The Corinthos family must rally together to protect their own, while Ava and Rick must weigh the risks and rewards of their actions. As alliances shift and new battles emerge, the stage is set for a dramatic and emotional showdown. Next, we delve into the gripping drama unfolding in Port Charles as Carly Spencer navigates a custody war, Nina Reeves fights to secure her bond with her daughter Willow Tate, and Michael Corinthos' critical condition threatens to upend everything. Let's dive into the tangled web of family, power, and betrayal that's capturing everyone's attention. The bigger picture, a town divided. Port Charles is a town rife with tension, secrets, and shifting alliances, and this custody battle for Wiley and Amelia Corinthos could be the spark that ignites a full-blown family war. The Corinthos and Quartermain clans are two of the most powerful families in town, and their influence over the legal system, media, and even local politics ensures that any dispute between them won't remain private for long. At its heart, this isn't just about custody, it's about power, control, and who gets to dictate the future of two innocent children caught in the crossfire. Michael's fight for survival, a catalyst for chaos. At the core of this turmoil lies Michael Corinthos, currently clinging to life after the devastating explosion at Sonny's penthouse. His injuries have left his fate uncertain, forcing everyone around him to re-evaluate their priorities. Michael's absence has created a power vacuum, one that Carly is all too eager to fill in her quest to secure her grandchildren. Michael's condition is dire, third-degree burns cover 40% of his body, and his medical team is racing against time to stabilize him. With Isaiah Gannon spearheading his care, every decision carries immense weight. But as the doctors focus on saving Michael's life, the family is embroiled in a different kind of battle. Who has the right to decide his fate, and what will it mean for the custody of Wiley and Amelia? Willow Tate's emotional transformation. Willow Tate, once known for her gentle demeanor, is emerging as a fierce fighter, determined to protect her children. Her journey from a passive participant in the Corinthos drama to an active combatant has been nothing short of transformative. Willow is no longer the same woman who endured years of manipulation and heartbreak. Instead, she's channeling her pain and frustration into a battle strategy that could rival even Carly's most cunning moves. The revelation that Carly authorized Diane Miller to take custody of Wiley and Amelia while Michael is incapacitated has left Willow feeling betrayed and cornered. Despite her initial reluctance to engage in a custody battle, Willow's maternal instincts have kicked into overdrive. She's now ready to leverage every resource available to her, including the medical proxy Michael granted her, to ensure her children remain in her care. Carly Spencer, a matriarch's determination. Carly's motives, while ostensibly rooted in her love for her grandchildren, carry an undeniable undercurrent of control and entitlement. She has always viewed herself as the ultimate protector of her family, often stepping into roles that others might find questionable. In this case, her actions raise important questions. Is Carly genuinely acting in the best interests of Wiley and Amelia, or is she driven by a desire to maintain her influence over their lives? Her history of manipulating those around her cannot be ignored. Carly's tendency to prioritize her own agenda often leads to collateral damage, and this situation appears no different. By seizing custody of the children without consulting Willow, Carly has effectively declared war, a move that could have long-lasting repercussions for her relationship with her son if he recovers. Nina Reeves, a mother's redemption arc. Nina Reeves, long estranged from her daughter Willow, sees this crisis as an opportunity to finally prove her worth as a mother. Her relationship with Willow has been fraught with misunderstandings and missed opportunities, but Nina is determined to rise to the occasion. She has enlisted the help of Martin Gray, a savvy attorney known for his unconventional strategies, to secure Willow's position in the custody battle. Nina's involvement isn't purely altruistic. She recognizes that gaining Willow's trust is a crucial step in repairing their fractured relationship. However, her tactics could backfire if Willow perceives her efforts as overbearing or self-serving. As the battle intensifies, Nina must walk a fine line between advocacy and interference, knowing that the stakes have never been higher. The legal battlefield, Martin Gray versus Diane Miller. The legal showdown between Martin Gray and Diane Miller is shaping up to be one for the ages. Both attorneys are formidable in their own right, with reputations for winning even the most challenging cases. Diane's swift action in obtaining temporary custody of Wiley and Amelia underscores her tactical brilliance, while Martin's willingness to explore unconventional strategies highlights his resourcefulness. The courtroom drama promises to be intense, with both sides presenting compelling arguments. Diane will likely emphasize the dangers posed by Michael's connection to Sonny Corinthos, arguing that the children's safety must come first. Meanwhile, Martin could counter by pointing out Carly's history of manipulative behavior, questioning whether she is truly fit to make decisions for her grandchildren. The role of Drew Kane, a pawn in the game. Drew Kane's entanglement in this saga adds another layer of complexity. His recent affair with Willow has made him a lightning rod for criticism, particularly from Carly, who views his actions as a betrayal. Drew's involvement with both Willow and Nina has created a web of loyalties that Carly could exploit to further her agenda. By using Drew's connections to drive a wedge between Willow and Nina, Carly could consolidate her influence over the children. However, this strategy carries significant risks. If Drew realizes he's being manipulated, he could turn against Carly, creating yet another obstacle in her path. What's at stake for Wiley and Amelia? Amidst the chaos, the well-being of Wiley and Amelia remains the most critical concern. These children are too young to understand the complexities of the adults' conflicts, but they will undoubtedly feel the impact of the decisions being made on their behalf. The risk of emotional harm is high, particularly if the custody battle drags on and becomes increasingly contentious. Both sides claim to have the children's best interests at heart, but their actions suggest otherwise. The longer this battle continues, the more likely it is that Wiley and Amelia will bear the brunt of the fallout, potentially affecting their relationships with both sides of their family. The fallout, what lies ahead? As tensions escalate, the potential for lasting damage grows. Carly's relentless pursuit of control, Willow's newfound determination, and Nina's desperate bid for redemption are setting the stage for a dramatic confrontation. The outcome of this custody battle will have far-reaching implications, not just for the Corinthos and Courtemain families, but for Port Charles as a whole. Will Michael survive to reclaim his role as a father, or will his absence leave a void that others are all too eager to fill? Can Carly and Willow find common ground for the sake of the children? Or will their conflict deepen the divide between them? And how will Nina's efforts to support Willow affect her standing with the rest of the family? Welcome back to ABC General Hospital Channel. Today, we're diving into the possibility of an epic romantic reunion between Elizabeth Weber and Lucky Spencer, a love story that has spanned decades and is now on the brink of rekindling. Let's explore how these two beloved characters might find their way back to each other and the challenges that could stand in their way. A reunion fans have been waiting for. General Hospital fans have long hoped for the day when Lucky Spencer and Elizabeth Weber would reunite, rekindling the spark that made them one of Port Charles's most cherished couples. Their love story, which has weathered betrayal, heartbreak, and years apart, seems poised for a new chapter. Lucky's return to Port Charles after years in Africa sets the stage for a fresh beginning. His unwavering support for Elizabeth during her darkest moments showcases not only his loyalty but also the lingering love he feels for her. It's impossible to ignore the chemistry between them, which has only grown more potent with time. Lucky's decision to remain in Port Charles, despite his initial hesitation, speaks volumes about his priorities. Could this be the start of a new era for the pair? General Hospital seems to be hinting that their story is far from over. Lucky's support, a beacon in Elizabeth's darkest hour. Lucky Spencer's steadfast presence during Elizabeth's current ordeal highlights the strength of their bond. Elizabeth is facing one of the most challenging periods of her life. Suspended from her role as head nurse at General Hospital, she finds herself under investigation for a series of deaths caused by digitalis poisoning. With 3 patients dead, including Sam McCall, all eyes are on Elizabeth, and the weight of suspicion threatens to crush her. Lucky's decision to stay and support Elizabeth demonstrates the depth of his character. Despite the years and the distance that once separated them, he has stepped in as her protector and confidant. His actions not only affirm his belief in her innocence but also suggest that his feelings for her have never truly faded. The role of Rick Lansing, a complicating factor. While Lucky's devotion to Elizabeth is clear, her ex-husband Rick Lansing adds a layer of complexity to the situation. Rick's role as her legal representative in the investigation has brought them closer, albeit under strained circumstances. Elizabeth has made it abundantly clear that there is no future for them as a couple, yet Rick's lingering feelings for her could lead to complications. Rick's presence could force Lucky to confront his own emotions and take a decisive step toward rekindling their romance. If Rick attempts to reignite a relationship with Elizabeth, it might push Lucky to confess his feelings and fight for the love he's never truly let go of. This potential love triangle adds an intriguing twist to the storyline, keeping viewers guessing about Elizabeth's ultimate choice. Elizabeth's journey toward redemption. Elizabeth's current struggles extend beyond her professional life. The accusations against her have tarnished her reputation, leaving her vulnerable and isolated. However, recent developments may turn the tide in her favor. Michael Corinthos, who also suffered a digitalis overdose, was targeted while Elizabeth was on suspension. This critical detail could exonerate her, proving that the real culprit is still at large. Elizabeth's journey toward clearing her name is as much about reclaiming her identity as it is about finding justice. With Lucky by her side, she has a renewed sense of hope and strength. Their shared history and mutual respect provide a foundation for rebuilding her life, both personally and professionally. The significance of Lucky's song. One of the most poignant moments in Lucky and Elizabeth's renewed connection is his decision to sing the song he wrote for her decades ago, aptly titled Elizabeth. This heartfelt gesture not only evokes memories of their past but also symbolizes the enduring nature of their love. It's a reminder that despite the challenges they've faced, their bond remains unbroken. The song serves as a catalyst, reigniting feelings that have long been buried but never forgotten. It's a beautiful representation of their journey, encapsulating the highs and lows of their relationship while offering a glimpse of what their future could hold. Cyrus Renaud, the hidden threat. Amid the personal drama, the shadow of Cyrus Renaud looms large. As the true perpetrator behind the digitalis poisonings, Cyrus continues to operate in the shadows, evading justice while Elizabeth bears the brunt of the blame. His actions have created a ripple effect, drawing Elizabeth, Lucky, and even Rick into a web of danger. Cyrus's presence adds an element of suspense to the storyline, as his eventual exposure could vindicate Elizabeth and bring closure to the victims' families. However, his unpredictability poses a constant threat, keeping viewers on edge. What lies ahead for Lucky and Elizabeth? As the pieces of this intricate puzzle fall into place, the question remains, will Lucky and Elizabeth find their way back to each other? Their reunion is not without its obstacles, but the strength of their connection suggests that love may triumph over adversity. General Hospital's writers seem to be crafting a narrative that celebrates the resilience of love, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges. The potential for a rekindled romance between Lucky and Elizabeth is a testament to the power of second chances. Their journey is one of growth, forgiveness, and the realization that true love can withstand the test of time. Thank you for joining us today on the ABC General Hospital channel. Stay tuned as we continue to unravel the twists and turns of Port Charles's most captivating stories. With Lucky and Elizabeth's love story reigniting, there's no telling what surprises await. See you next time.